Do you have yucky, doo-doo colored eyes? Do you look in the mirror and wish that Jay Shetty was staring back at you? Well, you don't have to suffer with those poopy peepers any longer. Thanks to a French eye clinic on TikTok, you can get a layer of your cornea blasted off and then injected with a pigment of your choice, revealing a lighter, more superior tone to your eyeballs in as little as 45 minutes.
Wait, isn't this super dangerous and cause blindness in like several patients across the world?
No. Don't be silly. You're thinking of their competition, Bright Ocular. Bright Ocular provided a treatment where they would insert a silicone implant into the patient's eye of any color they wanted, kind of like a permanent contact. And that caused many people to go blind and severely disabled and things like this. But this French eye clinic is different. They use a procedure called keratopigmentation, also known as corneal tattooing. It's been used for quite some time in the medical and cosmetic industries to help with the appearance of corneal opacities, like scars in the cornea, as well as other visual dysfunctions, like holes in the iris and things like this. In saying all of this, it's been performed for such a long time because there is quite a relatively low complication rate. Okay, but what is keratopigmentation? It's a procedure where they use a laser machine to make a tunnel inside the cornea. So like they basically like laser off a layer of your cornea and they make a little tunnel inside your eye. And then inside that tunnel, they place the pigment of your choice in there. From green to blue to gray to like a light brown. There's actually quite a range of colors that you can pick from. Like, ooh, water green. Water green. I don't know if you want green. Anyway, pistachio. Tasty. Emerald green. Lagoon. Light lagoon. Hazelnut, honey. And I gotta admit, the colors are nice. And there's some patients where I might be fooled into thinking that it's their natural color, okay? I say some. The price seems to be anywhere from around 8,000 to 12,000 USD, but that ranges quite a lot. It's kind of like an unregulated thing, to be honest, because I can't find much information about it. Not to mention, it's not approved for cosmetic use in the USA, but I found a handful of clinics offering this procedure. There's one that goes by the name of Manhattan LASIK Center. Apparently they're the most advanced no flap smile experts.
Huh?
Now, I don't know about you, but I prefer my smile flappy. If someone knows what that means, let me know in the comments. Thank you, because I've been thinking about it and I can't imagine what that means. No flap smile. What's a no flap smile versus a flap smile? Another clinic I found was actually saying some really interesting things like, join the elite 17% with mesmerizing blue eyes. Elite? Something about this feels off. Like, why are people with blue eyes elite? Weird. They continue to say, ever wondered why light eyes captivate hearts and spotlight celebrities? Some theories suggest lighter eyes stood out in Paleolithic societies, while others hint at the allure of pupil dilation, a sign of attraction more discernible in lighter eyes. Don't just dream about those magnetic starry eyes. For the 80% of the world yearning for a transfer... How did they survey the whole entire world to find that 80% of people want to change their eye color? I'm assuming this number is more like 80% of the world has brown eyes. If I'm putting 2 and 2 together, 80%, so 17 would have blue, and then I guess the other few percents would be green. I'm not yearning for a... Maybe you're yearning for a transfer. I don't know. Anyway, look, but yes, I found that it was not FDA approved for cosmetic use. So I don't know what these clinics are doing. Like, I don't know how they're getting around that, because it's obviously for cosmetic use. Like, they're obviously just saying, like, it's not for medical purposes and it's not for disfigured people. It's for like people that have brown eyes. Like, I'm so confused how they've gotten around that. Anyway, now look, the complications from keratopigmentation can range anywhere from some mild and temporary light sensitivity, but it also can go all the way over to complete blindness. Yeah, so it's quite a range. But so do a lot of medical procedures, most medical procedures, even like getting your wisdom teeth out or some like very routine things, the worst complication can be death. I guess that's to be taken with a grain of salt. No? Grains of whatever the saying is. There was actually one doctor online saying that one of her patients had this procedure done and they ended up getting a perforated cornea. So she had to actually perform a corneal transplant on that patient. That sounds really crazy to me. But anyway, after knowing all of this, I'm sure you're wondering, oh my gosh, this sounds so fun and so cool and I want to do it. I want to be the 17% elite people. Well, let me show you the results because they speak louder than any of these things that I've just said. I present to you new_color_flack page on TikTok. They currently have 354,000 followers and 4.5 million likes. All right, so they're doing pretty good. As you can see, most of their patients, well, I mean, I don't know if it's most, I'm not going to do like a calculation here, but a lot of them seem to be men, which is really surprising to me. A lot of older men. This sort of demographic is not what you expect to undergo such a drastic procedure in the name of vanity, you know? But I'm not one to judge. I'm not one to judge, you know? We all do things to make ourselves happy, you know? So whatever. There's this one guy in particular that I saw, and it looked as if like one of his eyes grew in size, which was interesting. Now, look, a lot of them do look very painful. There's this one guy in particular who, I don't know, it looks like he's being held hostage or something. When I first came across this page, I thought that it was a scam. It looks like they've all got contacts in their eyes. Contacts have a very distinctive look, you know? And so I thought that they were all wearing contacts. Like, I thought this surgery was all bogus. But no, it turns out it's not bogus. I'm not going to comment on whether I think it looks good or not. That's not my place. I'm the one sitting here with pink hair and cats. So I'm not really going to judge how someone else likes to live their life, you know? I put that onto you to, I guess, kind of tell me what you think about that. Now look, after reviewing all of those videos and I guess doing my own research online and finding out how incredibly, amazingly safe and awesome the results look, it's time for me to reveal my own results. I chose the color blue raspberry because that's the best flavor of eye candy. Thank you. Well, make sure you use my referral code FART to get a $69 discount off of your keratopigmentation procedure in France. For legal purposes, there's no nothing. It's just a really bad joke. I'm actually not that funny. Okay, love and farts. Bye.